Hello! This is kind of a second part. I wasn't expecting to do this, but very recently I uploaded a haul video. At the time of recording this, it isn't actually up yet, but I've ended up with some more items, and rather than pulling that video down and having to re-edit and upload it, which is just far too much work, I thought I would do a second video and show you some of the other bits and pieces that I've ended up with recently. I've been a bit spendy lately, and I think some of it is a bit of a coping mechanism because you probably know that my father has got cancer and it is ongoing. It is very stressful. We're all on a bit of an emotional roller coaster at the moment, but we're doing our best to keep positive, and I guess I have just been doing a bit of retail therapy, or a lot of retail therapy. I keep finding cool things though, and why not, eh? And thank you for those who've been asking about my father. It is a little bit too early just for me to say anything about it yet because he is still in the middle of quite a lot of treatment and just reassessing what's going on. It's ongoing, that's all I can tell you, and it's probably going to continue for quite a long time yet. So I've got to have a vice somewhere, and mine is buying new art supplies and other fun things for the studio. So let's see what else I've got, shall we? And let's get into it! Just to catch you up, here are the things that I showed in my main art haul video that I just put up, minus the really big box of Holbein paints. I think today most of the stuff I have is more studio and storage related rather than art supplies like this. But let's go into my office quickly, and it's a bit of a mess at the moment. I found this little desktop heater at Kmart for $12, and it is fantastic. It means I can run a heater on me rather than heating the entire house, which is very expensive. This is a Canon Selphy printer. I bought this last year, but I thought I'd show it now because it's on my desk. It is so good. You print out little photographs, and I've been doing that a lot this year. You can print up to 8 tiny photos on a single sheet, and I've been putting them in my journal whenever we've been doing something where I've taken photos. So these ones are from Easter, and it's been fantastic having these tiny little pictures, like a mini photo album of things that I've done this year, and happy memories. The lady in the photo of the three of us is the one I gave the flamingo painting to. Now, I also bought some storage for my scrapbook papers because they are all over the place, and I thought it would be nice to organise them in these plastic sheets. I had so many pieces of loose paper, they're just all over the place, and you can see this drawer is a complete mess. Since then, I've actually tidied it all up and it's looking a lot better, but there are still many drawers to deal with, and sorting this desk area out is something I've been doing in my spare time, and I'll probably get into it a lot more now that winter's coming. I need to keep busy, and this is a very long project, which I'm not really filming, it's just something I am doing for myself. But I also bought these little zipper bags, and I didn't realise there were that many in the package. I saw the picture and everything, but getting them in person, there's so many more than I was expecting. I really want to sort things into them and just have bags rather than loose stuff everywhere. And a lot of these drawers aren't really being used properly, like there's a lot of wasted space. The plan is to go through everything one by one and then label all of those drawers. I had one plastic mesh bag with a zipper, and I thought it would be good to get a few more. Well, I certainly have a lot more now. Oh my gosh, there's so many different sizes, and I don't even know what to do with them. But I know they will come in handy soon. But look at the state of this desk, it's embarrassingly bad, although I have since started to put things away. I also got this pad of paper from kikki.k for free. That's because I bought something else, and I will show you that right now. Let me go back to the studio for that. Now, kikki.k is an Australian company which sells stationery in a Swedish-style design. Even their shopping bags are fancy. Lately, the company's been branching out into accessories like bags and little doggy coats there. I particularly like their bags, which come in all sorts of mismatched colours, which really appeals to me. You'd never have guessed that, would you? And they also have a range of sizes and uses. They're kind of on the expensive side, but they also do plenty of sales, so I'm always on the lookout. And over the last couple of years, I've accumulated a few of these bags, starting off with this first little one, which is the first I bought ages ago, and I bought this so that I can have a small bag for when I go walking, because I just want something that can hold my phone, maybe a small bottle of water, and my keys, but I don't want to lug around a heavy bag, so this one just ended up being absolutely perfect. It's got a long enough strap that I can wear it crossbody, and for Christmas, Nick bought me this tiny little thermos for water. It is so adorable. It's only a small bottle, but it's so great for those times when I'm out and I just get really thirsty and need a few sips of water until I can get to a bigger water source. It fits in this bag perfectly, and I've also been caught out in the rain a few times. The bag is waterproof, hooray! The other water bottle which fits is this plastic one I got in Muji. The only issue is it's plastic, and I've been trying more often to not drink out of plastic water bottles, but it's okay in a pinch. It's better than no water at all, but I really like this bag, so my next purchase ended up being a much larger one, and I use this bag for my colouring group, so I take my colouring books and pens. I've just got all sorts of random stuff in here. It's a really big bag, it's so super handy, and the quality of these bags is excellent. There are no dodgy stitches, no rips, and they're really durable because this bag has taken a serious beating and it still looks as good as the day I bought it. I'm not being sponsored by kikki.k in any way, I just really like their bags. Here's the next one. Now this was on 60% off. The colour is a bit gaudy, but I like that in it as well. They're just so quirky, and unlike any other bags I've owned, which are usually pretty boring looking, and these have quite a lot of pockets. This one's more designed for a laptop, or at least a small laptop, and my MacBook Pro fits in here perfectly. It's like they designed it for the MacBooks. I am still using the Jazza bag, but that one is a lot bigger, and sometimes I just want my laptop and basic accessories without having all of the other stuff that I have packed in my Jazza bag, so it fits the mouse pad, the mouse, and the cable that charges the laptop, so I can stick that in this pocket as well. It would help if I put the cable in first, but because it doesn't take up very much space, it's really handy to keep my laptop in here in the living room, which is where I usually use it, and also to bring it into my office and studio when I'm using it in here. This was $80 down to $30. It was too good of a bargain to resist. And I like bags almost as much as I like art supplies. But speaking of which, my latest acquisition is one for my art supplies. Now, it's not like I needed this because I do have other pouches, but it was on sale and I just really like the colours, so I decided I was going to have it, and it's actually really great. I've started putting stuff into it and just testing it out to see if it's any good before I do maybe a video on it recommending it, but so far so good. It actually does hold quite a lot, and I even managed to fit that small sketchbook in I received from Artex. I haven't actually done anything else in it yet, and so I figured if I put it in this case then I might be motivated to fill out some more pages, and it just fits in there perfectly. It will take an A5 sketchbook just. It gets a bit bulky though, so a smaller one is better. I've also got this set of Da Vinci paints that came in Miranda's advent calendar, and I thought I would just keep this in here in case I actually use those as well. And those 4 water brushes I showed in my previous haul, so I'm using them. But it's such a lovely case. Like everything else, it's very well made. The zip's sturdy. The fabric is super durable, and I'm pretty sure it's waterproof, or at least water resistant, and it just looks really cool. Oh yes, I've also got these Caran d'Ache Neo Colour 2s in the back of it. That tin just fits in there so beautifully, and this is a 15 set. Overall, it seems to be a super handy storage case, and I'm really glad I bought this one. And this is not an art supply, but I'm thinking of turning it into one, because would that not make the most amazing watercolour tin? It is so cute, and yes, that sticker will peel off, but it's a set of chocolates by a chocolate company called Cocoa in Australia. It even comes with a little colouring page, which you know I will do, along with the little puzzles as well. While I had this open, the smell of the chocolate was really amazing, and I'm sure Nick and I will share these sweet treats over time, but I just wanted it for the tin because I can see me using it for paints. If I end up doing that, I will be sure to show you. Let me know if you have suggestions. And the last store here is Typo, with an already ripped bag. Oops! We hadn't been in here for ages, and I made the tactical error of going in to have a bit of a look. Gosh, they have all sorts of cool stuff in there that I hadn't seen before, including these makeup brushes, Celestial Nights. They had a few different ones, I think there were florals as well, but this particular design just really appealed to me. I hardly ever wear makeup, but I just really liked the look of the brushes. I'll just get them out of the box here if I can. They had a set out on display, which is what won me over. I just really love the sparkly handles and that lovely dark blue brush on them. I may end up using these for art, but I'm just going to keep them as makeup brushes to begin with. Of course, if they get used for art, then they can never go on your skin again. The next item is a bit of a craft project, Creative Corner, paint a mini scene, and this looks really fun. This one has a desk and an easel in it. I saw a display of it, and you paint your own things. We'll just take a little look in the box just to see what's in here. I'm definitely going to do this as a separate video though, because this will be so much fun to paint on camera. And I may end up using my own paints because these ones look a bit dodgy and that little brush isn't the best either, but I was really getting it for the actual sculptures themselves, which are made of some sort of clay, I guess. So here's the little desk, and I'll just pull this out so we can have a look at it. Once again, they had quite a lot of sets with different themes, but of course I had to get the arty one because that's so relevant for my channel. And opening the rest of it, I realised that everything is very heavily wrapped in paper, so we're just going to have to wait, and I'm going to do this in a separate video down the track. But the main shut up and take my money items were these ceramic paint palettes. I've been a bit obsessed with them lately, haven't I? I didn't end up buying the crab, but I kind of want to go back and get it because it is so cute now I'm looking at my pictures again. Hopefully they'll still have stock for a while. They're $30 each at full price, so they're not exactly cheap, but I went for the sunflower palette, and there is a reason why I went for this one over the crab, although I just love that crabby so much. I'll pull this out so I can show you further. This had so much cardboard packaging, but it comes in two pieces. It's got the central part of the flower, which is a little water bowl, and I just realised mine's got some extra paint on the inside, so I've got a slightly flawed one, but at least it wasn't chipped or anything. And then the main part of the palette, or the rest of the sunflower, has wells in the petals as well as the central part, and that's why I went for this one. I mean, it could be used just as a mixing palette with the paint in a different one, or you could put some paints in the middle or even in the petals, but I just think it's really cute, and I decided this had to have a home in my studio. I really like that it goes on and makes a cute little sunflower like this too, and let's face it, I just love to have cutesy things in my studio. The only downfall is the bowl isn't very flat on the bottom, so it's a bit wobbly, and I'm dubious about putting water in it. But who cares about practicalities? If it looks good, I'm happy. And this is definitely my favourite item of the bunch. I'm kind of tempted to get the crab as well. I don't know. I think one's enough for now. We shall see. If the crab goes on sale though, I might end up getting that one too. But anyway, I will be filming some of these products that I've bought, and I'm going to be doing a few videos on the Holbein products, which you will have seen in the previous video. So I've got my work cut out for me. It's good. I really need to keep busy at the moment, otherwise I will go insane. So be sure to subscribe for all of my upcoming videos. If you haven't already seen part 1, here it is up here, and I'm sure I've got another video over this side for you. I hope you're having a fantastic day out there. Let me know if you've bought anything exciting lately, and I'll see you all again really soon in my next video. Swatch you later. Bye!